Alright class, so we're doing the same thing we were doing yesterday, except for we are now going to solve by factoring instead of just, solving for the variable. So one way to do that, to make it easier on yourself, if you look at letter A, and notice how we're between 0 and 2 pi again, is instead of having sine squared theta and sine theta, just change those to like letters. So I would say like 2s squared plus root 3s equals 0. Okay, so if those were like x's, you would try to factor. Well, here there's a GCF you can take out. We can take an s out, a sign out. And then I'm left with 2s plus root 3. Now I can set both pieces equal to 0. I could say s equals 0 and 2s equals to negative root 3, or s equals to negative root 3 over 2. Alright, so if I rewrite the s's as sine thetas now, I get sine theta is equal to 0, and sine theta is equal to negative root 3 over 2. At this stage, it's the same thing as what you're doing yesterday. All you're doing is you're trying to figure out which spot on the unit circle you are at. So let's do that real quick. So sine is 0 when we are either moving to the right or left. So I'll do that one in blue. Sine is 0 at here and here. So those are two spots where sine are 0. That's at 0 and pi. I'll deal with that later. For negative root 3 over 2, if you think about root 3 over 2 for sine, that's in the y direction. So that would be at a pi over 3 reference angle. But we want negative, so it'll be down here. And there's a pi over 3 reference. And the other place sine is negative is right here. So with pi over 3, remember this is 3/3 over here and 6/3 over here if you go around the circle. So that means that this is at 1 more than 3, which is 4, and this is 1 less than 6, which is 5. So we have our final answers. We have that theta is at 0 and pi from this answer. The two blue dots is 0 and pi. And then we have 4 pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. And that's it. That's how you do that. Alright, so those are 4 of our answers. Let's move on and do the next one. So tangent squared is equal to, or minus 1 is equal to 0. So if you factor this is a difference of squares. It's t minus 1 and t plus 1. So that's just saying that tangent of theta is equal to 1 when I move that one over, and tangent of theta is equal to negative 1. Well, the nice thing about this one is the 1s are always at this pi over 4 reference angle. So if I'm doing where it's positive 1, it's here at pi over 4. And then tangent's also positive in quadrant 3. Remember, tangent is positive in both those. I'm going to put these on just so we can see what the references are. And then the other ones, the negative ones, are just in the other two quadrants at the same reference. Okay, so I want, for my final answers, pi over 4. 1 less than 4/4 is 3/4. 1 more is 5/4. And then 1 less than 8/4 is 7/4. 7 pi over 4. So that will give me all of 4 answers, because I had basically two equations to work with. Alright, let's keep going. Now we're going to be doing guess and check factoring. I get 2s squared minus 3s plus 1 equals 0. Now the good thing about these is I'm going to give you pretty easy ones. Remember, when you're factoring 3 pieces, these spots need to multiply to this. So one of them needs to be 2s, the other one needs to be s. And the back spots need to multiply to positive 1. Well, that means both of these have to be a 1, but we have a negative 3 in the middle, which means that both of these have to be minus, because there's no way to get a positive 1 unless they're both either positive or negative, but they need to be negative so we can get that minus in the middle. So we factored. And you can double check by checking the middle. If you check the middle, you get a minus 1 and a minus 2, which is minus 3. Okay, so now we can solve this. We get 2s equal 1, and we also get s equal 1. So I get sine of theta equals 1/2, and sine of theta equals 1. Alright, so if I make my circle, let's do sine of theta equals 1 first. That's an easy one. There's only one spot on the unit circle where the y value is 1, and it's up here at pi over 2. So I'm going to just put a dot there so I know that's where I'm going to be. These two, this one, sine is positive 1/2 here and here, because sine, all students, sine is positive in 1 and 2. This is a pi over 6 reference, and then this is 6/6, so this would be 5/6. Okay, so my final answer to this problem are pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. And then that's at pi over 2 up there, the red one. And then there's only one answer for that, so that happens sometimes. Okay, next one. So I hope you guys see that really we're just combining two things, factoring and then what we did yesterday. So this is actually a very similar factorization as the last one. These have to multiply to 2c squared, which would be 2c and c. The back numbers have to multiply by 1. This time though the middle piece is a positive, so these are both going to be positive. Okay, so when you solve, you get cosine of theta is equal to negative 1/2, and cosine of theta equals negative 1. So we have to figure out what angles give us those spots. So here's my circle. I'll do blue for cosine negative 1/2. Well, cosine's negative in 2 and 3. 1/2 for cosine is a 60-degree angle, or pi over 3, so we're going to be here and here. It's a pi over 3 reference. Okay, so if that's true, then this is 3/3, which means we have 2 and 4. Cosine is negative 1 only in one spot. It's over here at pi. So we have our final answers. We have this is 1 less than 3/3, or 2 pi over 3. We have pi, which is 3 pi over 3. And then we have 4 pi over 3. There we go. Alright, let's do this last one. I have 2c squared minus 5c, and then when I move that over, I get a plus 2 equal to 0. Alright, so same thing. I need to multiply to 2c squared, so I get 2c and c. The back number needs to multiply to 2, so one of the numbers has to be a 1, and one of them has to be a 2. So you have to decide where they go. Well, here's a little hint. If we put a 2 here with the other 2, we make that little piece factorable. And we're basically saying that the original equation can be divisible by 2, which it cannot. So therefore, we cannot put the 2 here. It has to go here, which means the 1 has to go here. Since this is a minus 5, these both have to be minuses. Let's double check to make sure that's correct. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Negative 1 times c is negative 1. That is a negative 5. So that is the correct factorization of that. So we get cosine of theta equals 1/2, and cosine of theta equals 2. This should be interesting for you guys. Where is cosine on the unit circle? 2. Hopefully you all are thinking, well, never. It can't be 2. You can't have a ratio of 2 to 1 for cosine. It always has to be less than 1, or equal to 1. So we would say this is not possible or undefined. So we're not going to get any answer from there. We're just going to look at this one, where cosine is 1/2. I think we did that one already somewhere. I think up here. Cosine is 1/2 at a pi over 3 reference. But it's positive, all students take calculus, in 1 and 4. So I have this angle and this angle. So I have pi over 3, and since we're in a pi over 3 reference, this is 6/3, this is 3/3. This is 1 less than 6 or 5. So my final answer for this problem is that I have pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. And that's it, because the other thing did not yield us anything on the unit circle. It doesn't exist. So that is what we would be looking at. That's how we solve, but most of it was the same as before. Hopefully you enjoyed. This is it before your part 1 of your test. See you later.